Welcome to this explainer. Today, we're unpacking a fascinating and controversial script from Hidden Epoch, a source that dives deep into suppressed history and forgotten science to explore the supposed true origins of our species. Okay, let's jump right in. We're going to impartially break down the source's claims regarding a massive biological anomaly in our past, along with a highly speculative yet absolutely intriguing theory about where we really came from. We'll be looking at everything from deep time to ancient texts, so let's get started.
So we begin our journey by exploring the central, driving mystery of our source text. Why did human technology suddenly just explode? The text points out this massive, almost incomprehensible gap between the incredibly slow, glacial pace of early human evolution and the sudden, explosive technological advancement that defines our modern history. It's a question that really challenges the standard timeline of how we actually got to where we are today.
Section 1. The Human Evolution Anomaly. To truly grasp the scale of this mystery, the source text points out just how strange our timeline actually is. I mean, think about it. For millions of years, our ancestors evolved at a pace so incredibly slow it's almost hard to wrap our minds around. We are talking about literal eons passing just to transition from the most basic stone tools to slightly more refined spearheads. Then boom, approximately 300,000 years ago, Homo sapiens, us, suddenly appear on the scene. But the text highlights something crucial here. Even after we showed up, technology largely stagnated for another 225,000 years. Just imagine that. Hundreds of thousands of years with practically zero technological progress.
There is a stark mathematical contrast here. The source material asks a very pointed question. How does a species that took 7 million years just to master fire suddenly go from the invention of writing to literally landing on the moon in a mere 7,000 years? It's a wildly exponential curve that the text argues mainstream science often avoids addressing head-on. The jump is just so extreme that it demands some kind of explanation.
Section 2. The TKTL1 turbo switch.
So, what could possibly account for this unprecedented leap in our cognitive abilities? Well, the answer, according to the source, might actually sit right inside modern biological research. Specifically, a 2020 study from the Max Planck Institute. They identified a specific mutation in what's known as the TKTL1 gene. The source describes this mutation as the physical smoking gun. Basically, this genetic alteration acts as a biological turbo switch. What this means is that it allowed the human brain to grow neurons significantly faster than any other hominid in history. This wasn't just some gradual improvement. It was a biological hardware upgrade that suddenly gave us unparalleled processing power. And the research highlights something absolutely fascinating about our extinct relatives. Neanderthals actually possessed the base TKTL1 gene. They had it. But modern humans possess a slightly altered version of it. It's this specific, unique version of the gene that gives us that rapid neuron growth. It's like we both had the exact same engine, so to speak, but only modern humans got the turbocharger installed.
Now, what's truly astonishing about this massive divergence between us and Neanderthals is that it all comes down to a difference of exactly one single amino acid. That's it. One tiny biological tweak in our genetic code is what the text points to as the trigger for our species becoming the dominant force on Earth. We're talking about a microscopic change with literal planetary consequences.
Which brings us to a huge pivot point in the source material. It uses this tiny, immensely powerful genetic tweak to ask a monumental question. Was this just a completely random accident of evolution? Did natural selection simply roll the dice and happen to land on this one specific amino acid change that eventually gave us the stars? Or, as the Hidden Epoch script suggests, was it something else entirely?
Section 3. The Sumerian Engineering Hypothesis.
To try and answer the question of our sudden evolution, the source text takes a sharp turn away from modern genetics and dives straight into ancient history. It connects the biological data of the TKTL1 gene to an ancient astronaut hypothesis found in Sumerian texts. According to these ancient writings, our ancestors were not the product of natural random selection. Instead, the texts claim that mankind was engineered and purpose-built to serve a superior race known as the Anunnaki. The text presents this as a chilling possibility, the idea that we were designed.
The source outlines a very specific narrative drawn from these texts to explain exactly why this engineering happened. It goes like this. First, there was 150,000 years of brutal mining toil by a group called the Igigi. Eventually, the Igigi had enough and staged a massive slave revolt against these gods. Faced with this huge rebellion, the Anunnaki were forced to find a new labor solution. And their answer? They took early hominids, our ancestors, and biologically upgraded them into the Adamu, which the text equates to the first modern man. So, in this narrative, that TKTL1 turbo switch wasn't a lucky accident at all. It was a deliberate upgrade to create a more intelligent, capable workforce.
To build its case for this deliberate intervention, the source text tries to bridge the microscopic with the physical. It connects the precise genetic editing of the TKTL1 gene with physical, historical anomalies. Specifically, it points to the elongated skulls found among ancient Sumerian royalty. The text presents these skulls not just as cultural artifacts or body modification, but as potential evidence of our own engineering, suggesting a direct, physical link back to these supposed creators.
And that brings us to the ultimate question posed by the hidden Epoch source material. It's an idea that certainly leaves you with a lot to chew on. Was the TKTL1 mutation actually the result of deliberate genetic manipulation? We've looked at the anomaly of human technological progress, the biological reality of the TKTL1 gene, and the ancient Sumerian accounts of our creation. What you should really take away from this explainer is how the source weaves these totally disparate threads together to challenge the conventional narrative of human origins. It invites you to look at that one altered amino acid and seriously ponder what truly triggered the sudden and explosive evolution of the human mind. Thanks so much for joining me for this deep dive.